All right, everybody, so today is the release day of Today I'm Not Laurel. Very exciting day. If you caught my videos yesterday, I posted across all my social media how this book also has free resources for parents and teachers, including lesson plans, activities, things that classrooms like pre-K can put in their centers for kids to kind of do on their own. There's also going to be worksheets, some that talk about what jobs they see in the community and what that looks like. So they draw a picture and then work in literacy and writing skills and fine motor by writing down the names of it, which also works on letter recognition and sounds. I also have matching games in there, coloring sheets, tons of great free resources going to be available on Teacher Pay Teacher. I also have that in the back of the book at the bottom so parents can find that great free resource. And at the very back of this book, I also have a description of all the jobs that the kids will be seeing in this book and a little bit about each of them. So talking about Today I'm Not Laurel, it's pretty much a book based on my daughter and how she has aspirations to do all these different types of careers, which we know eventually she's going to have to narrow down. But if she manages to achieve it all, go her. So some of the, when she wakes up in the morning, she decides that she is too tired to be Laurel today because she was up all night being a seamstress / dress designer, and it shows that she was up like measuring and drawing and designing clothing. And then after that doesn't really pan out, she decides that she's going to be a singer. And then she can't practice in the grocery store, which is a problem, and it would disappoint her fans. So she decides that on the way home, she sees a construction site. She's going to be a construction worker. However, that doesn't really work out. And once she starts making buildings and the little people that come and visit her new houses that she built don't seem to like them, or the doorways aren't the right size for them, she decides maybe construction or architect is not in my future. And she sees her cat walk by and she decides, maybe I'll try that vet thing. So she goes to her room and she pulls out her vet kit and she starts working on all of her stuffed animals. And then when she's called for lunch, she goes, I'm slammed, but I get a 10-minute lunch break. She arrives at the table and they ask how it's going, and she said, well, turns out all my stuffed animals had their colds clear up, so I'm going to be a dancer now. And after, using her skills from dance class that she's learned and putting on her best performance, she decides, it's been there, done that. I'm going to try something else. And she decides that she is going to be an astronaut and creates her spaceship and takes her stuffed animal dog Charlie with her on a space adventure with all their gear. You'll be able to see in the page that they have helmets and boots and jetpacks, all that great stuff right there in the story. And then her dad takes her to the park and they are going to play pretend, and he says, how about we be monster hunters? And she goes, wait a second, are monster hunters a real job? And he's like, no, but we can just pretend. So these are all some of the great, I feel like not exactly touched on community jobs that are out there that so happens my daughter took an interest in. So I hope that you guys are able to, take time to give this great book to one of your kids or a kid in your life that you know. If you haven't heard of my other children's book, I also have one called Dandelion, which is about a dandelion who grows in a garden, and all the flowers tell her that she's a weed and not a flower, and she just wants to be picked and taken home like all the other flowers. That also comes with resources for parents and teachers as well, just like Today I'm Not Laurel, that's just also available on Teacher Pay Teacher. You can find this book on Amazon and Dandelion as well, and I love to hear what you think in the form of a review on Goodreads or Amazon. It really helps us authors out and helps other readers make an informed decision before they buy the book.